Gordo police say they're looking for the two men responsible for a robbery last night at the Gordo Dollar General. It happened around 10 p.m.
In news around Alabama tonight, State Representative Ed Henry says efforts continue to impeach embattled Governor Robert Bentley.
And the big game is tomorrow night in Dallas. WVUA 23 sports anchor Jen Chapman is standing by with more. And Jen, this is more than just a big game, right?
And breaking news just a few moments ago, Los Angeles news organizations now reporting an active shooter situation that has closed 2 voting places in California.
Pollers were directed to cast their ballots elsewhere in the city because of the shutdown. No word yet on any injuries because of this shooting.
And of course, we will keep you posted. And we continue with our election 2016 coverage. Secretary of State John Merrill predicted record numbers of voters casting ballots today after voter registration hit a record high 3.3 million.
On your Consumer Watch, thousands of Chicago workers walked off the job on Tuesday in hopes of raising their minimum wage to $15 per hour, and employees all around the nation are doing the same thing.
It is all part of a national Fight for 15 campaign.
Weather specialist Spinks Meckinson joins us now to talk about the state's drought now that we've had some significant rainfall during the past few days. Spinks, where do things stand now with regards to our drought? Thanks for joining us. I'm Philip Coleman.
And I'm Lynn Brooks. Topping the news tonight, one man is dead and the search is on for 2 armed suspects who robbed and assaulted an elderly Cottondale couple inside their own home. According to authorities, 2 black males with camouflage face paint broke into the home. They stole several items, including the couple's vehicle. Before police arrived on that scene, 77-year-old Willis Sample had a heart attack. He was taken to DCH where he later died. The death has been ruled a homicide based on police findings. Meanwhile, the stolen vehicle has been recovered, but the 2 suspects are still on the loose. Today, WVUA 23's Chelsea Barton visited that neighborhood. Residents there, understandably, still pretty shaken up.
And Chelsea, I understand that you had the chance to learn about that life that was lost.
Wall Street welcomed President-elect Donald Trump by avoiding the crash many had feared. Reports say despite the downturn overnight, markets have rebounded and certain stocks are now thriving and helping the rest. Topping the news tonight, we are not wasting any time today. Severe weather continues to threaten our area tonight.
Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott joins us now with the latest on the weather and what we need to know for tonight. In news around Alabama tonight, major cuts might be coming to Alabama's Medicaid program. The State House of Representatives will vote on Tuesday on a budget that gives Medicaid an additional $15 million. However, Governor Robert Bentley says he will veto the budget if lawmakers cannot come up with an additional $100 million for the program. Medicaid officials say they need the extra money to avoid cuts and to continue the switch to managed care. And Bentley also hinted to lawmakers they could be back for a special session if they fail to pass this budget. New evidence is being ordered now for House Speaker Mike Hubbard's ethics case. Judge Jacob Walker has ordered political consultant Baron Coleman to turn over recordings of phone conversations he had with lead prosecutor Matt Hart. Judge Walker also directed Coleman to give him copies of emails. Meanwhile, Hubbard's defense is arguing the case should be dismissed because of alleged misconduct involving the prosecutor. In news around the nation tonight, the next video you see may really get your heart to racing. An armed robber jumps into a taxi cab and threatens the driver with a gun, and is all captured on tape. This morning, Governor Robert Bentley toured 3 Alabama counties affected by this week's severe weather. Bentley saw damaged areas in DeKalb, Jackson, and Winston counties.
And residents in the southeast keep waking up to severe damage and heartache. At least 5 people are dead after deadly tornadoes touched down in parts of Alabama, Georgia, and Tennessee. New at 6 tonight, the University of Alabama baseball team is spreading some special holiday cheer. Each year, the team spends a little time with children with special needs at Sprayberry Education Center. It was obviously a day of giving. Also, The Department of Child Abuse and Neglect Prevention presented a big check today.
They sure did. Also known as the Children's Trust Fund donated a check for $465,000 for the prevention of child abuse. All right, thanks, Richard. Here locally, a flyer has been causing a lot of controversy, claiming that the election has been divided into 2 days.
That's right. Our Chelsea Barton has been looking into this situation. She's live at the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse Annex with the story.
After repeated delays, a divided Decatur City Council has approved a 1.5% cost of living raise for city employees there in Decatur. And if you're looking for something to do tonight, consider heading over to Shelton State Community College for their Christmas concert.
Alabama Governor Robert Bentley released details of his call for the second special session of the state legislature.
So what can we do to counteract these adverse effects of sitting too much?
Well, you know, Philip, that's an excellent question. There are very simple activities that we can do, such as if you're sitting at your desk, rotate your ankle, reverse that rotation.
We're working on several news stories for the WVUA 23 News at 6. Philip Coleman is live in our newsroom with a look. Philip?
All right, thanks a lot, Lynn. And if you're planning your weekend but have no idea what's going on locally, you might want to tune in for our new segment called Bama Buzz. Also, former Republican presidential nominee had some harsh words today for Donald Trump. That was from Mitt Romney. We'll have the very latest on this takedown tonight on WVUA 23 News at 6. Stay tuned for that.